Good morning from Grand Teton National Park at the Lupine Meadows Trailhead, which is the starting point for a number of excursions, but mine today is going to be the middle and maybe the South Teton, which are the two peaks to the left of the Grand Teton, if you've ever been here. Shorter, but should be a lot of fun, going to be a lot of elevation gain. And yeah, the forecast yesterday did not call for any rain, but of course when I look this morning, there's going to be some rain, probably going to be a little bit of sprinkling and stuff on my way up. So of course, but just in the morning, I'm hoping it doesn't make the rock too wet because there's going to be some scrambling involved in this. So, but nothing you can do but just go and see. So I'm gonna cook some breakfast and get ready and get moving. I can hear the elk bugling. I don't know if you heard that right there, but might have been pretty faint, but as long as that noise stays faint, I'm good. I'm surprised I'm hearing it this early. It's still early to mid-September, but I heard that while I was at the trailhead and I was like, okay, I think I will take a couple extra ounces and grab my can of bear spray. Little info of what makes this hike climb a little bit special is my dad and I were here last year. We backpacked up to this campsite in the canyon, and the next morning, we were gonna go for the Middle Teton. But the whole night we were camping up there, it was like 60, 70 mile an hour winds. The tent collapsed on us once, and I don't know, I couldn't have got more than 2 hours of sleep. And it was all windy the next morning. And we're like, okay, number one, we're still flatlanders and we're not in good enough shape to do what we were doing. And number two, we didn't want to get blown right off this mountain. So this year, I am back for revenge in what will hopefully be much better conditions. And I'm also in much better shape than I was. Hence why I'm gonna attempt this whole thing in just one day as opposed to breaking it up with a backpack. So yeah, it's exciting. The moon is out, that gives me a little bit of light, but a little chilly, but still good hiking weather. So going to enjoy it and continue onwards. This is Garnet Canyon I'm entering into now. And right there is the first target for today, the Middle Teton. See that big old dike going up the face of it? One of my favorite spots in this park is turning the corner as this trail rounds the bend into this canyon and getting this view. Hard to beat. once again, the forecast as of a couple hours ago is wrong even. They were calling for like a 35% chance of rain up there right now, and what? Oh, mountain weather. Okay, so this is Garnan Meadows, where my dad and I camped last year. You might be able to see a few tents there. Wind has picked up a little bit. Right up there, the one and only Grand Teton, which I will not be climbing today. Instead, there's the middle, and then to the left right there, that's the South Teton. And the goal is to sort of follow this big scree boulder pile up to a saddle in between them. I'm going to do the middle first, and then if there's time and weather permitting, I think I'll try to tackle the south as well. But this is going to be the last portion of like actually trail, and then we get into the boulder field. So the saddle's up there, only another 400 feet or so of climbing, but that right there is not really inspiring confidence. So the weather this morning did say call for some rain in the morning and then it breaking into the afternoon. So we'll see. I mean, problem is it's not quite 9 yet, so if it starts raining, I might be waiting a while to try to wait it out, but for now it makes sense to keep going and reassess at the saddle. A little bit of hail, snow, something, but I see some blue sky, so hopefully this will clear out pretty quickly. Okay, made it to the saddle between the middle and the South Teton, which is over there. Fantastic view to just come up on. Got this big glacial lake right there. You can see off in that direction is Idaho, and back in the other direction you got Jackson Hole. So very, very cool. Already further than my dad and I made it last time, a little over 3 hours so far to get up here. So I'm gonna take a little break, and then this is what awaits me. And it looks like that was just sort of a passing squall. You can already see it's over the valley, and off in that direction, weather looks pretty darn good. So I definitely feel confident in continuing, and yeah, it's exciting to be up here. That's never something you want to see out here, but not the first time I've seen it. So yeah, I'm not sure if they're looking for somebody or what the deal is, but this guy's kind of flying back and forth here, so it's not for me though, thankfully, but whoever it's for has to be close, so should be interesting. Yeah, we'll see what happens. So they dropped a couple guys off there. Not really sure what's happening, but kind of the same reason everybody looks at a car crash, you know, the morbid curiosity. But yeah, I can't tell what's going on out down there, but just gotta hope that everyone's okay. Somewhere that gully is the way up. I'm gonna get some class 3 fun in there, I can tell. But yeah, feeling pretty good. About 1,000 left feet to the summit, maybe a little less. So making pretty good time and enjoying some pretty fantastic views. Here it is, summit of the Middle Teton. So cool to be up here. It's a little windy, but not too bad. Just, oh yeah, after having tried and failed the previous year, it makes it that much sweeter to make it up here. Man, unbelievable. So the saddle is heading down in there. There's a South Teton, about 300 feet higher than it. We're at about 12,800 feet right now. There's the west side of the range, Idaho. And then the granddaddy of them all, the Grand Teton. What a vantage point. This mountain never fails to impress, no matter how many you've seen it. It's just wow. And then there's the valley, Jackson Hole. Started all the way at the bottom of that valley. Very, very amazing. So there were definitely several Class 3 sections to get up here, but most of the time it was just, scree and kind of loose rock and stuff, Class 2. So definitely got some fun scrambling in and just feeling great. I mean, I've come up 6,000 feet from the valley floor, so that's how high I've gone. And I still feel really good. Part of that is the high of literal high and the psychological high of being up in a place like this and just enjoying it. But yeah, a lot of fun of a climb, and yeah, it gives me a great vantage of the route of that bad boy right there, which I am hoping to conquer next year. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Starting to get down now. The thing that spooks me a little bit is right there, this nasty, steep talus boulder field. Just looks just pretty disgusting to have to get up, but yeah, I'll reassess again at the saddle, and I don't know, I think I'll at least start it and, you know, see what happens. Okay, back to the saddle here, and I don't know, I'm feeling pretty good, so I think I'm gonna give it a go and see how high I can get. I might, if that scree boulder field is too steep, I might just balk and call it. But yeah, I've still got a great opportunity right now, so I'm gonna take advantage of it. So here's kind of what I've been typically dealing with so far, which honestly has not been as bad as I expected. Most of these boulders are big enough, or they're sort of locked in the ground enough that they're not going to move much. But I managed to talk to some people who are coming down, and it looks like the route's going to be above that snowfield and then sort of in that gully right there, and then that should be a straight shot to the top. So I'm glad I took a chance on it, because yeah, I definitely think I can make it up that thing and enjoy another beautiful summit. Just about 400 feet left. Feet and a bit of change. You can see the middle back there, and then the grand there, and out to the valley. And this time, the summit actually has a decent place to sit. once again, I have it to myself. Very, very cool. Most people were headed up the middle Teton while I was on the way down. Yeah, so I definitely made a good choice in doing the middle first and having that to myself, because I bet there's several people up there now, and now I have this wonderful summit all to myself. There's quite a drop down there on the other side. Gotta go down almost 1,000 feet into some big talus fields. So yeah, again, like, the crazy thing about these peaks is their summits are all relatively, limited in area, relatively sharp, and so you just get these insane views in every direction. And man, yeah, I've been seeing these summits for years. I first saw them back in 2005 or 2006, and it's, having it been that long, it is just so cool and so satisfying to actually start bagging them and be on, like, the roof of the Tetons. I mean, not the roof, but close enough. Yeah, and I don't know, weather's not too bad. I don't think anything ridiculous is going to develop from that, so I'm going to definitely spend a couple minutes up here and just enjoy it, man. One of the best days I've had in the mountains, though. I still have 5,700 feet straight down. So we'll see if my knees and my feet agree by the end of that. Just gotten a lot better and stronger in my feet and dexterity especially over this whole summer, because I can tell I'm definitely better at it than even a few months ago. So that's pretty cool, pretty satisfying to experience. But yeah, now I'm gonna pick up the kind of trail, such as it is, back down, and it's gonna be much flatter, but still 3,800 feet down all the way to the valley. I can't point. It's been a long day. By the way, is a campsite. I believe these are called the platform campsites, but beautiful, but just a horrendous place to camp. I mean, all you can get probably in there is like a single person tent, and have a little bit of a windshield here, but gosh, yeah, I don't know. After what my dad and I went through last year, having to camp on a hurricane, and this was further down too, we're like, we don't want to do that again, even if it's really beautiful. I think my only real complaint is that this trail has been very difficult to follow. I keep getting off of it like every 50 yards or so. But I don't know. Normally, it's harder to follow up than it is down, but it seems like the opposite today. So I don't know what's up with that. But this is definitely a problem when my dad and I tried this last year. But, we got way off any semblance of a trail into one of these big boulder fields here, and it was just a mess. So, but yeah, that looks fine. Maybe a little bit drizzle, but at this point, I don't care that much. Okay, finally back to the Garnet Meadows campground. Man, what a slog coming down there. I think that's the most boulder hopping I've ever done in a single day. Just really tedious, really long. Oh boy. But I don't know, I was bashing the spot earlier, but you know, it's a really great spot to camp. As long as you're not like, you know, blowing off to Wonderland or something. So, oh yeah. I don't think I've been more excited to have a real bona fide trail back in my life. And hopefully I can just zoom on down because it's getting late. It's gonna have been quite the long day, but one last look at the middle right there, the south. Kind of hidden a little bit, but yeah, those two today. Very happy about that. And I'll feel even happier when I can get a big dinner. So that guy there is Taggart Lake, and I always felt like from this vantage point it just looks like some giant gingerbread man just fell from the sky and just spread eagle and left an imprint. It became a lake. So anyways, that's probably more interesting than the, you know, reality that is some glacial lake. But you can be the judge of that, of whether the resemblance is there or whether I've just been hiking way too long today. Just what you need at the end of the day. A little avian pace car to get you down the trail. Oh, done deal. 2 out of the 3 Tetons completed. I'm already paying for it. Ibuprofen was the only thing keeping me on 2 feet those last couple of miles, and yeah, man, I'm really shot. I am really shot. I think that might be the hardest single day I've ever done. I don't know. There's at least 2 others that might compete for that, but well, yeah, I guess I don't have much to say. I mean, it was really cool. It was really amazing. The view from those summits is unbeatable. You know, like I said, the being able to climb those summits after having just seen them for so many years from afar and getting up close. Yeah. I don't know if I'll ever go up that specific way again, like to the saddle between the middle and the South Teton. That was just disgusting. Most boulder hopping, talus crap that I've ever had to deal with in a single day. Just crazy, but worth it to bag those summits, I guess. My GPS had 7,200 feet of elevation gain across 18 miles. And the majority of that was over that talusy boulder crap that you saw past that campground up in the canyon. So, yeah, wow. Yeah, my mind has like left my body. I probably left my mind on top of the South Teton because I'm just totally, I need to eat grizzly bear quantities of food to get my mind back. And so that is exactly what I'm going to do. I appreciate you tagging along on this really cool adventure, and I will absolutely see you in the next one.